Hello sweet friends, today we are going to be making soap covers. So I have a bar of soap, it's just one that I grabbed. Doesn't matter what kind, you can make it to whatever shape that you need it to be. We're just going to make it custom shaped. So I have Crafter's Secret Cotton. This one is from Hobby Lobby and it calls for a 5mm hook, so that is what I got. And you want to make sure that whatever you're using for this, it is a cotton. All right, so get your end, and we're going to do a slip knot. And now we are going to chain an even number of chains. So whatever the width is that you need for your soap bag, go ahead and chain an even number that reaches across. I have 10, let's see, that's a good, I'm gonna say 10 is probably good for mine. And now what I'm gonna do is chain one more, and that's gonna be my turning chain, or bringing up the height for my stitches. And I'm gonna work a single crochet into each chain. And what I'm doing is I'm just going to be working on this side of the chain, and then when we get to the end, we're going to be working on the other side of the chain. So go ahead and do your chain one and work into your second chain and every stitch across. So you should have 10 single crochets once you reach your end. Okay, so 10 single crochets I just worked into my last stitch. So now I'm going to put 2 more singles into that end there, so I have a total of 3 single crochets in the end chain. Okay, and then I'm going to work across the rest of these chains. So then we should have 9 remaining. So work on the opposite side of the chain and all the way across. So when I have gotten to my last stitch, I'm going to put a single in there. And that is the same chain that I have a single crochet in already. So I'm going to add one more, and that gives me a total of 3 in the corner. Making sure that you've got 22 stitches around your chain. We're just going to go right into the first stitch here. So a single crochet into that first single crochet of the previous row. We're just going to start our next row. So I'm going to put a stitch marker in that first stitch so I don't miss it when I come back around. I'm going to work a single crochet into each of the single crochets around here. So I should end up with 22 when I get back around to our beginning single crochet. All right, I'm back around and I have 22 stitches. Now I'm going to slip stitch into that first single crochet, and the bottom of our soap holder is now complete. Now we're going to start working up the sides. So you can see shape there, looking good. Now we're going to chain 4. This is going to count as a double crochet and a chain 1. Alright, so we just worked into that space, so we are going to skip the next stitch and work into the next with a double crochet. And chain 1, skip 1 stitch, work a double crochet into the next stitch. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch, work a double into the next. We're going to do that all the way around. So when you come back around, you should have 11 double crochets and 11 chain spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 doubles and 11 chain spaces. And now I'm going to slip stitch into that first. Here, let me flip this around. I'm going to flip it right side out. And then I'm going to, after my chain 1, I'm going to slip stitch right into that chain 4. Alright, I've got that. I'm going to chain 2, and we're going to do a row of half double crochets, and I'm going to be working into each space and each double crochet. So we should end with 22, counting this one as our first one. So 1, 2. All right, so I've finished with 22. I'm going to slip stitch in the top of that chain 2 that we started our row with. Okay, and then I am going to chain 4 again. We're going to do another row of our doubles and chains. So that counts as 1 double and 1 chain space. So we're going to skip over our next stitch and work a double crochet in the next. Chain 1, just like the first double crochet chain row. We're going to do that all the way around. I did my last chain. I'm going to slip stitch into that chain 4 space. I'm going to chain 2 and do another row of half double crochets. And you're just going to alternate that until you get the height that you would like for your soap bag, and then I will show you how we're going to finish it off. I'm at a size that works for my bar of soap, and what you want to do is you want to make sure that you end on a half double crochet row. So we are going to finish the very end of this bag of your little soap bag. So what I want to do is take 2 stitch markers, and we're going to mark the front center and the back center. It doesn't need to be counted. I'm just going to look at it and see what looks like the center and just mark that. Okay. Now I'm going to work around to my first stitch marker, and I'm going to make a small loop for the front and a big loop for the back. So we are going to start with going around. I'm going to start with the small loop on the front. So we're just going to slip stitch all the way across the top of this bag until you get to your first stitch marker. When you get to your first stitch marker, stitch in the space that you have marked. You can remove that, and we're going to make our little loop. So we're just going to chain. Start with a chain 6. I'm going to make my chains fairly tight. Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see if that loop is, let's do another one. Let's do 9. All right, 9 chains for mine. And now I'm going to slip stitch into that same space that we chained from. So slip stitch in that same space, and then we're going to slip stitch in each stitch all the way to our next marker. All right, slip stitch in the marked space. Now this is our larger loop that we're actually going to be hanging the soap bag from. So do however many you think would be a good fit for yours. So I did mine about 25 chains, and I'm going to slip stitch into that same stitch that we chained from. Okay, so that is the length of that one. And I'm just going to slip stitch until I get back to where I started. So that's over here. If you want to mark that, and when you start your row, you can do that to keep on track, because slip stitches are a little bit hard to see when you get back around to them. All right, so this is my last one. Slip stitch into that one. I'm going to chain 1, cut my yarn, and then I'm going to make sure I weave in my ends. So I'm going to pull my yarn through here and weave in my ends, and make sure that you do your other end on the inside of your bag as well. So typically I go back and forth about 3 times through the stitches to weave in the ends, but because this is going to be used as a scrubber, I'm going to weave in the ends a few more times. So 4 or 5 times probably. Just go back and forth until I run out of yarn. All right, now let's put our soap in our bag. And then you just take your long strap and you put it through the small loop there. And that is your soap bag. It's all ready to use.